Why are there bubbles coming from the floor? What is this? Are there like ghost cows in here? What is this? What is going on? What is this? What is going on? What is going on? This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. What is going on? I'm hiding with these little baby cows. Biscuit, what is going on? This is so weird. I just logged. I can't even move. There's like ghost cows in here. What? I have to get out of here. Oh my goodness. Well, that was strange. What is going on? Why are there sheep in my place? What is this? I have been definitely pranked. Why are there sheared sheeps in my place? Sheared sheep? Sheared sheeps. Sheared sheep. This is so weird. Someone turned my place into Noah's Ark. This is so weird. Look at that. There's a ghost cow right here. Let's see if I can get him. Oh, that is bizarre. I just shot meat out of the air. Cooked meat. Look at all these cows. Look at all these cows. Oh, they blocked off the portal to keep the cows from going in the portal. And they blocked off the cactus to keep the cows from getting poked. Okay, I see what's going on. We'll have to figure out who pranked me. This is so wacky. I'm gonna have to clear that out. Well, that was a crazy intro. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with Mumbles. Last episode, we built this crystal behind me, and I think it turned out pretty good. We also did a little bit of finishing on the inside. We also built these lanterns, and we did some of these giant columns. It was a lot of fun. So if you missed that episode, go back and check that out, because it was pretty sweet. Rotten meat just fell from the sky. That was strange. There's a lot of strange stuff going on in my place. I have actually been pretty busy. I built a mountain in front of my place. I wish I could show it to you, but sadly, I sent Leonard on vacation. He never takes vacation because he loves to work so much. So I can't show any clips. He's my clip guy. Well, I guess Leonard doesn't take vacations. I'll have to work harder to get him to take a vacation. But I'm very glad because he got that sweet clip out, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let's go take a look. I'm gonna go fly over here and show you what I did here. Gliding down, gliding down. All right, so here we are. One of the things that I loved that I added is this minecart. Let's see if it can come by. Come on, minecart. There it goes. Oh, it's acting a little janky. There it goes, there it goes. All right, so I added a minecart to make it feel a little bit more like lifelike, like there's some action going on. I feel like this really helps finish out this front, and it also helps hide the forge that we got going on there. A lot of times whenever you're coming up, you'd see the back half of the forge, and I didn't like that. So I really wanted to add this mountain to cover it up, and that's kind of like what I envisioned all along. While I was working on this mountain, I added a lot more trees through here as well, because I had collected a lot of trees. So I did that, and the reason why I did that is because I kind of wanted it to where when you're walking up here, you get a glimpse of the bridge here, or the gate, and then as you come up, you gradually start to see the rest of the mountain. And it's kind of nice because you get these like little vignettes, like it's like a little picture into what you're like coming up on. It's almost like you're on this journey traveling. Say you're like a traveler, like a salesman or something, and you're coming through, and then you start to see like, okay, there's something serious that I'm walking up to, and then so as you see it, you get a little glimpse of it, and then again it gets covered back up by the trees. So it's just this nice little journey. You get like pictures, these little windows that you can, like frames that you can see into what you're coming up on. Let's get a bird's eye view. There we go. I love this shot. I just think it looks so great, and seeing this minecart coming through. Ow! The reason why I did this was I just really wanted it to make it look like it's maybe one of the more rural mine shafts that the dwarves maybe this is one of their starter mine shafts that they started using. And I love these beams. If you've ever been to Six Flags, which I don't even know if Six Flags are all across America, I need to look into that, but if you've ever been to Six Flags, this has a really runaway mine train kind of feel, and I love it. It's very fun. It kind of feels like you're in some kind of theme park, like a Disney theme park. And I added this really cool look to the entrance to the mine, and I think it turned out pretty well. Now, if you look at this, there is a big imbalance to this area. So you know what we need to do? We need to mountain up this side. I don't know if this is part of the prank, but there's more cows. There's just cows everywhere. I'm gonna blame it on maybe Lubs, because he was the pie master. So I mean, he's got to be up to this too. We'll have to keep an eye on him. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to rework this. I feel like it doesn't really make sense the way that it is right now. Having this little tiny hut looking thing. It doesn't really match the whole feel of what's going on here. So I am going to do some building, and I will be back with you in just a second. Okay, we have 146 steaks after clearing out all the cows, and I just got a text from Total Geek Packaged because turns out he's the culprit. He came clean and told me that he's the one that did it, which was very, very genius and very time consuming. 146 cows, and that's only counting the adult ones. So that's insane. He said it took him 2 days. That's ridiculous. That's so many cows. And now he gave me a hint to some other mischief that he has been up to. So let's look into that. Oh, so it wasn't really a mischief. He actually captured me a zombie villager and put a hat on him and put something in his hand so that he will stay here. So what I need to do is I need to get me some potions of weakness and turn this guy back into a normal villager so that we can do some trades. I don't know if I'll do that right now because I have a mountain to build. So you just stay here, buddy. Hang out here, and I will come back for you at a later time. See you, buddy. doggy. I have been busy. The reason why I am facing this way and way out here in the woods is because I have done so much work and I don't know how to even look at my base without spoiling so much of the surprises. So I'm not gonna lie, it has been weeks since the last time that I recorded. I mean, it took me a while to even figure out how to record again. That's how long it's been. So, without further ado, let me show you what I've been up to. And that rhymed. Nice job. Okay, so last that y'all saw, I worked on this mountain. And now I've created another mountain, and along with a lot of other things. All right, let's get over here. Oh, ooh, spoilers. My base has been taken over by a dragon. Yeah, look at this guy. He is ominous. He is huge. It took me forever to build it. So things just kind of spiraled out of control. I first started building this tower. I ripped down the tower that I used to have. I still need to move these sheep. They should not be there. I ripped down the tower that I used to have because it just looked too small in comparison to the bridge or the gate. I swapped it out with this one. So the purpose of this tower, there is actually I wanted to give a purpose to why there's a tower out here. Originally it was like a watchtower, which didn't really make sense whenever you got a giant gate like this. So the new purpose of it is so that whenever you want to fly in your airship, say you have some new shipments being brought in or something like that. We have High Waters. He has his little airship over there. So maybe he has a supply and demand company or something like that. So this little drawbridge thing would be collapsed. I even made it to where it actually looks functional. Like there is an actual hole over here. So whenever that drawbridge is not in use, it goes down and it fills in here. I even made sure that it was the right dimensions and everything. And then there's this cog under here that kind of is the mechanism that makes it work. So you fly your airship up and there's really no way to get in to the kingdom. So then a dwarf would come out here and flip a lever, and then all of a sudden this would start going up, and then they could dock and then bring in shipments. So I thought it was pretty fun. And then I also, with this added mountain that I added over here on the left side to match the right side, I added a nice little waterfall, and I'd like to make it look a little bit more frozen over up there. And I even added some splash effects, water effects. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so I did this little water effect to make it look like it's like there's some splashing happening. And I got this idea from BOO. He did this in one of his videos, and it looks kind of funky from up close, but from far away it looks pretty great. And maybe I'll show you that here in a second. So let me show you the top of this thing. All right, while I'm up here, you can kind of see the water effect that's going on here. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Ooh, nice landing! Nice landing. All right, so here's the top of the tower. It has some columns going on, and here's the little area that you'd walk out at. And up there I added some lighting so that it's kind of like a nice little light to guide your way to the Dwarven Kingdom. I've added this nice bridge, which I think it has a very nice aesthetic. I haven't connected it really to the rest of the base yet, but it'll punch through and it'll all connect. So, like I said, we have a lot to talk through, so let me go to the next thing that I've done. I added this little dam over here, like a little water dam, so that maybe they are trying to slow down the flow of the waterfall a little bit. And then I broke it down a little bit more down here. It's like another secondary dam. And then I made a river that passes through here, which there was always this little, I actually didn't really create much of this terrain. It was almost exactly like this. Like this was already a step down. So I always, from the very beginning, felt like there needed to be water that flowed through here. I have also updated this little path a little bit, connected it to my other path over there, and it transitions nicely. Like it's almost like you are on your dirt path, it's all rough, and then it starts to transition into the dwarven path, and there's some dust on it and dirt. And then it leads to this little bridge that I've added. It's a little tiny little bridge, but you know, it's something. And then I also made a little bit more of a grand entrance when you come into the, hey creeper, whenever you come into the kingdom. And I like it. I think it's nice. It makes it to where it feels a little bit more grandiose when you have these giant braziers sitting here. And let's go to the next thing that I built. We'll save the dragon for last. So the next thing that I did was I also added a little bit more detail to this path. It used to be all the same, like the smooth stone slabs, but now I added in some andesite to break it up in some just regular stone, just to make it feel a little bit more natural. Ooh! Oh! Alright, she's out of here. Okay, so the next thing that I did, this mountain is quite large, so I had to make it look more natural. So I brought it all the way back here, and I even created a cave, which, as you can see, allows zombies to spawn. So I even added this little cave, and I think it's awesome. I'd like to add some like giant columns here, and maybe this will be like a little dwarven like work area or something like that. So that's pretty cool. I need to finish it out, but let me show you from up top because it looks pretty cool from up here. The dragon kind of covers up most of it, but you can now see like the height that I had to bring it up. I mean, it was quite the undertaking to bring this mountain up to the height that I needed it to be. All right, now, last but not least, let's talk about this dragon that I created. So, full disclosure, this dragon, I did not come up with the initial design. The design I got from Trixie Blocks, which I've used his designs a little bit here and there. Well, mainly for the over at the gunpowder factory, the crane. I got that idea from him, and then I got this dragon idea from him. And a lot of my just building aesthetic, I kind of like base off of his. It's almost like I just kind of look at it and go, that's cool, and I want to build something large like that, because he builds in a Minecraft editor where he can just like make giant stuff, and I'm like, okay, I want to do that, but I want to do it in survival to really push myself. So it's almost like his, but like maybe like a tenth of what he does. But this is full scale to what he did. I was looking at a photo and tried to mimic it exactly. I changed up some colors here and there, and there are some variations with like the legs and different things like that. But the dragon is up here breathing fire, and I just think it looks incredible. It feels like you're walking up on like a movie scene. The dragon is crashing into the gate, and he has broken parts of it. And it's almost like he has been drawn here because of the gold that the dwarves have been mining, and he is just huge. And one of my favorite aspects of him is I wanted his tail to wrap around on the backside, and you can see it here. Let me get back here. All right, you can see back here where his tail like wraps around and comes down the backside and kind of wraps around the gate a little bit. And I just feel like it feels a little bit more organic with the way that he kind of like wraps around. And I love it. So why don't we take a flight and we will look at this dude from a different view. So here he is, the beast that has taken over. Look at him. He is breathing fire and he is looking good. I love it. I'm very proud of this guy. Wow. Nice. All right, now that I've had a war on mobs, now that it's nighttime, you can see that there is some lighting that is added into this thing. So has the end rods on the back of him, and then there's also some lighting up in his eyes that makes him glow. It's pretty cool. I think it turned out pretty sweet, and it looks amazing at night. I love the contrast, the red contrast. It's pretty great. All right, with that, I'm going to bring this episode to a close. I will be praying for you that you have a great week. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe below. I'm going to wrap this video up with a little montage of how things have changed over time. So sit back and enjoy that. Mumbles out. I'll see you on the flip-flop.